Friends, it's a great honor for me. I have spoken at multiple forums, but this is something unique and different, and this is my first experience. And in fact, when I got invited, that the theme of the event is success is no accident, I just, I thought, what should I be speaking about? And without deviating, digressing much from the core subject, I said, okay, there's no cookbook recipe for success, and that's what I thought about it. And before coming here, I posed a question, a small test, to some of my students, the residents and staff, and I asked them 3 questions. I said, what do you think is a success? And do you have any role model to emulate, or you want to be as successful? And the third question was, do you consider yourself successful? There was, obviously, there were diverse views and there was no consensus. And most of the students, felt that there is, so far so good, because they weren't into the medical school, and there was no plan, and there was no end point. Friends, with this in mind, I start my journey from failure. I wanted to be a physician. I wanted to get into a medical school. And it's such ironical that this was the city which denied, or where I was not got into a medical college, because I came here 42 years back to Amritsar to get into a government medical college, and I just narrowly missed it. And so I got into dentistry not by choice, by chance, and had over the years, so-called success. I don't know whether I'm successful, but the so-called success has emanated from the failure. And today, I'm so-called successful smile merchant, and I had the privilege of holding most of the positions in dentistry in the country. So there was a question here. The previous speaker said about success that it should not be just the money, fame, savings, family life, all that. It should not be. In fact, there should be another dimension to it. So the question is, why do we chase success? Why do we want to be successful? What is the reason? What is there? What is that which is actually, making us drive to, leading us to success? And I think that sense of happiness, sense of achievement, accomplishment, sense of victory. When you are successful, you become very euphoric. You are riding high. You are actually, you feel very ecstatic. Feel very, that feel-good factor, and it gives you a kind of a kick, and that feeling of well-being, mental, physical, psychological, isn't it? And we always have a feeling once you've got it, they'll maigre more. You want more and more of it. Success is actually a phenomenon. I mean, it can happen to anyone, anywhere, anytime. It's somebody said, just before me, the speaker said, it's very relative. Something which is successful, something which is considered success to someone may not be to another person. It's very relative. And another aspect is that there's no yardstick, it's not measurable. There's no barometer. It's very subjective. People may say that so-and-so is successful. How successful? How much successful? Is he truly as successful? And the third aspect, the third dimension, is very important: timing. Whether you got the success too soon, if you get a success too soon, you become complacent. That complacency creeps in. Or if you got it with sustained effort, long time, I think the quality is high. The texture and the quality of that reward is very high. Or if you got it by some accident, you think, the accomplishment is very mild. So, it is always, and what is considered success today, may not be success tomorrow. Something which you feel it is something rewarding. We may not value it much. There's so much of time dimension to success. I'm a doctor, and there's nothing nothing very complicated in understanding only the physiology of success. What happens to you when you are a successor? There's a surge of happy hormones called dopamine and serotonin. There's a surge, it comes into your body in a big amount, and it affects you. They shape you much more than drugs or even genetics. So these hormones, when they are released, what happens to it? There is a change in the brain structure. There's a change in the chemical makeup of the brain, and you become more confident. You become more. You are able to take the challenges in a much bigger way, much better way when these hormones are creeping. And these stories. See, the hormones are the same. It's a cause and effect relationship. But you think every time these hormones are released, will it result to that euphoria? No. You see, the hormones are the same, but the amount which is resulting in release of those, by those stories is different. So everybody's story is different. Let's look at these three cakes. I said that success has no, it has no cooked recipe for a success. So these are three cakes. They all appear to be good cakes, and they all have a different flavors. And these cakes have very similar ingredients. They have more or less same ingredients. But I think they've been added in different proportion, isn't it? So resulting in that outcome, the outcome is very well accepted. Everybody loves to have a piece of cake, isn't it? And what is that ingredients which has been incorporated in different proportion are their personality traits, your attributes. That's how you actually bring about success. So everybody's success is different. And I just did a search on Amazon, and I found there are 50,000 books on success. So you think those 50,000 books have the similar mantra? I think the success is a destination, but then the roads to that destination may be different. That's why there cannot be one cookbook recipe for the success. A little bit about me. I come from a very small village in Himachal Pradesh. I did not have a school building. It was an open-air school, and there was no electricity, there was no water supply, there was no transport, and I studied up to 8th there, and beyond that there was no school. And so I had to move into a city, and I studied pre-medical in a city, and then I went to Trivandrum because I got admission in the medical college Trivandrum for dentistry. So from village, city, town, city, and then I landed up in Delhi. In Delhi, after I come back to Delhi, my only zanoon was that I want to teach, and I wanted to be in the dental college. And it so happened that when I came to Delhi, Maulana Azad Institute of Dental Sciences had, Maulana Azad Medical College had just started a small department of dentistry. And they were looking for a faculty. And so I joined. I was among the first one to join, and it had just started about a year back or so. It had no building, no infrastructure, no faculty. And I joined there. And after that, because we were regulated by the medical college, and for years together, there was no improvement. And it so happened that this dental department or dental wing was de-recognized by the Dental Council of India, probably the only government dental college ever de-recognized. The degree is declared because we didn't have nothing. So there were three challenges for me. One was, the governments were changing. We had BJP, then Congress, then BJP, and another government. In between, we had LG's rule, and then we had no infrastructure. I wanted to get out of the Maulana Medical College shadow because I wanted to create my own identity, own institution. And third was, training the students. How do we train them with the latest technology, latest knowledge, information? All that was lacking. And I had no role model. I had no mentor. I had nothing to look forward to. I was all alone. In Bengali they say "Akla chalo re." So I was all alone, and one-man army, and I was running out here and there, and I used some of my experiences, some of the things which I used. One was I was always positive. I always thought that I would be there. One day I would be there. One day I would succeed. Firm decision, positive mind, and in between something different happened. I was selected in Ordinary Institute of Medical Sciences as a faculty. And Ordinary Institute of Medical Sciences is such a renowned institution, and we had nothing here, something which had. So, but I said, no, I'm not going there. Somebody told me, he said, see, how many people get opportunity to transform institution, to create institution? You would go there, you would be just another faculty there. So it was by choice, not by chance. And you see, I couldn't speak English. I had no confidence. You see, I acquired skills. Later on, in fact, I did MBA, I did PhD. Over the years, because I observed people how to talk, and I acquired soft skill, which was lacking in mine. I enjoyed roadblocks because it was very bureaucratic government. Every time I would narrate one story to you that I used to go to secretariat with files and go in the evening after the hospital hours and stay there till 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, till the secretariat gets closed. One Babu had a pity on me one day. He said, Dr. Verma, if you may not get your institution, but you should be getting a shoe allowance because you are every day coming here and your shoes are getting worn. So, I enjoyed those roadblocks. And I never delayed. All the time I was passionate that I want to do it, and I never delayed. And all the time I was thinking, daydreaming, night dreaming that one day I have to succeed. I utilized every opportunity, lobbying, advocacy. I was a doctor. Patient used to come to me, a small babu or some accomplished officer. I will use those opportunities to lobby for my institution. And I had very few handful of faculty with me. I trusted them, made a small team, and we all worked together. Because I think many times we don't have that trust unless we feel that that person, whether he'll be part of the team. And one thing I learned, because there were many chances where they wanted to shut it down or they wanted to make it club it again with the medical college. I said no. You have to learn. To agree to disagree, because you have to have your own voice. If you're trying to say you're a yes man, you're surely bound to be a failure. So all these ingredients, all these attributes actually led me to that succeed. And this was this is the picture taken way back in 1991. We had just a handful of people. And today we are ranked the best dental institution in the country. I have 21-story dental institution, which is visited by 2,000 patients every day, and most of our treatments are free. We don't charge because this is a government institution, and we are ranked the best dental institution in the country for the last 7 years in a row. And of course, you get recognitions on the way, and I always feel it is just a byproduct. You work your way up, and then all these things will just follow. Now, a word of caution. When you reach there, it is very difficult to sustain, because what happens when you are successful, you are Padma Shree or you whatever you call it, you ride very high, and you become very egoistic. You develop arrogance. You disregard the caution. You become ruthless. Actually, the greed, and you think you can do anything and get away with it, and you become very over-ambitious with active inertia, and you become megalomaniac, and you have an inflated self-esteem. So, at the top you may be lonely and lonely, and the world shakes from you. Many a times, you see, they say that a road to success is always slippery. So, so the common sense is that, one has to be keep grounded. Even I don't want to brag about myself, that even today, after 33 years of being there, if somebody tells me you're a director, I think again, am I really a director? I feel that this is very important, and many of us, when we reach there or we accomplish something, we become very vulnerable. Most important thing in a success is use a common sense approach. It's said that common sense is commonly lacking. Thank you so much. Thank you.